I bamboozled him, you guys. Oh, it's amazing. If you guys don't have bamboozle emotes, now is the time to get them. Oh, wow. That was a special sequence right there. We went from being down by 5 to being ahead by 53. Besum Guest says I would have resigned 30 moves ago. Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Yeah, you had
Right?
to kill that group in the first place, and then it seems you deserve to kill it anyway. But
Yeah, I guess
amazing.
so. I guess so.
Anyway, you didn't have to play S13. You had one eye. He couldn't approach S11 anyway. So yeah, at
That's
the end, but
yeah,
probably you got too excited, too hyped by the kill, so it added another move. It
exactly.
doesn't matter. Let's go back to the beginning a little bit. In the lower left corner, you took Gote, but you could leave in center. Then you could kill the
All
group
right,
on the
let's
right,
okay.
and somehow you let him make that center too big, too early. But if you
Yeah.
kill, you're fine. I mean, doesn't matter how much you build in the middle. Also, yeah. So the start is your favorite thing, mini Chinese, more or less. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Here.
Yep.
Instead of going for the mini Chinese, you should immediately double approach. Normally you go back after
Oh.
he defends C6. Are you still one down on Taichung, by the way? That's
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Keep it. Now you gotta move up to one down here, then one down IGS, huh? That's the plan.
Yeah,
Or
pretty much. I'm working a little more on IGS just because I have a tournament coming
yeah, I
up, and
noticed.
that's the
What
they have the style that I'm pretty sure that
you
will
play
help
too
me in the
proper,
tournament.
too honte.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
it's very more Japanese Western,
Yeah,
like Western style. I feel is more Japanese style.
yeah,
So
yeah, true. So not that aggressive.
right.
But yeah,
Yep.
it's good to adapt your player to any kind of style. Anyway, you should double approach here. His G16 was a bit weird. He should either try something in the top, like an attack to prevent your mini Chinese, or defend calm. So when they don't do anything, you
Yeah.
just double approach. And then, of course, White can try
Okay.
some of the contact moves. But yeah, let's go to the actual game.
Hmm.
Then when you play that, so you still play the double approach, it's fine. Well, in fact, right now you can play another big point like P11, just to go for Moyos.
Oh, I see what you mean.
P11, or
Okay.
you play the Shimari P14, but it's fine. Double approach, usually good.
Yeah, he just extended really far away. I thought
Yeah,
that
but
was
it works well
weird.
with his G16, so it's not that bad.
Hmm.
Anyway, so he played a
Okay.
contact, that's good. Then you Hane, then attach, then the wedge. When this happens, you Atari, and most of the times, like pretty much 99% of the time, you play a double hanging connection, double tiger mount, G2. That's
Oh,
a
okay.
better shape. Because if you
Gotcha.
connect like you did, I think in the game you played F2, right? But this is nice.
Yep.
First, he needs Atari in the corner. Yeah. When you play this one, he goes Atari once, then he turns. Yeah, the
Hmm.
double hanging connection is good for I shape. He will still play
Okay.
Atari in the corner, and then probably will push once at G5. But then you Nobi, and he will never invade your top.
Oh,
Yeah,
push
yeah,
this way.
he needs
Gotcha.
to do that once. And then probably he'll play the same as he did in the game, a shoulder hit or maybe C5. But anyway, you don't care. He's got one side. Yeah,
Something like that.
when you cut the corner, it's very big. C4. That's like 20
Okay.
points. But you don't have to do it right now. You can just still enter C16 like you did in the actual game. But that's a better shape
Okay.
for the top side. All right, so
Gotcha.
let's see what happened in this lower left corner. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I wonder, before you invade this corner, if you can push once at G5. I guess you could, but he doesn't. He
Oh,
does.
really?
It's big, but the thing is, you have a hane, and then you can cut the corner. But yeah, you can leave it. If he turns, you just know
Okay.
it's not such a big deal. So the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was big. C16 is right.
Okay.
And normally, when he plays the hane on the outside, you should hane on the second line, B15. It's similar to the
Oh, I
same,
keep
yeah,
messing
to the
this
same
up.
just say, or you can also, yeah, just no be in the corner. But this one, usually he connects D15. If he cuts, you can fight, it's no problem. And now you have several options. You can connect solid, you can play the hanging connection, B17, yeah. And here, white can change his mind, and instead of going for the outside, he will go C17 Atari and C18 Nobi. Then you jump on the side, Keima, C13. And then he can
Okay.
attack you with a Keima on the second line, then push, but you leave, so it's fine, and you break his moyo. Yeah, like that, and he'll push and you go up. Also, when you push once in the corner at B18, he has a problem with this cutting point because he played G16 instead of G17. So for you,
Uh-huh.
B18 is pretty much insurance for life in the corner.
Gotcha.
All right, so in the actual game, that was also good the way you leave, but you could push one more. So you play like this, he connected like that. Oh, wait, can you do better? Instead of connecting solid to go E17, no, then he takes the corner. You gotta struggle. No, this is
Mm-hmm.
fine. And then he plays E17 Yohane, and when he push, you can go under F18 once, push in center. And if he blocks, you
Oh,
peep.
okay.
You're already alive like this. So you don't need a Hane and connect on
Gotcha.
the left side. You peep once to give him a bad shape, he connects, and then you play a big point, such as P11 or whatever. And then when he Hane in the corner, so the corner right now it's alive, but he will play, this one, you block, he connects, and then you need another move to leave. Which one? This is important for endgame, how you protect now. If you don't protect, you die. He
I,
will F19 and then it's the J group or the L group, and it's just that.
right. I think I can get away with this
Yeah,
one.
but it's better to play C18 because when you play this one, he
Oh,
will
okay.
Hane F19. Yeah. Now if you Hane F19, you can block. And also, yeah, the other
Gotcha.
variation, yeah. The other variation, when you play B19, he will Hane and you need to play D19. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those are the vital points. B19 is also a possibility. So the thing is, you could live in this corner in center, not in Gotha, and it's really important at this stage of the game. Well, he
Yeah, for
still has
sure.
a big Moy on the left side, but that's pretty much it. You're developed all over the board, on the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
board. Okay, so
Interesting.
center versus Gotha, you gotta work on this more.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Uh-huh.
uh,
And after this, when he block here, you can just ignore. You're alive now. After he
okay,
captures
yeah.
the stone, you need to go A18. So you took a very small
Right.
Gotha here to play D19.
Yeah.
And
Fair
it looks
enough.
strange anyway. Many, but okay, it's
Yeah.
eye shape. Now you can try some pincer. You don't always have to play this attach. You could try
Well, I was looking
P12.
at pincers and
Let's
I
check a
thought
Joseki for
he would.
P12 and let's check a Joseki or two for Q13.
Okay.
So normally here he goes out with Ogema M16.
Mm-hmm.
Then you cut him O15 attach. You can also play N15. That leads to other interesting Josekis, but this is a classic way. Now Hane O14. No,
Oh,
the other one,
wrong
the other one.
honey. Yeah.
Then you just Nobi and 15. The other one. Separate. This is possible
Oh,
too,
yeah.
but then he will go up and give you one stone and make a nice shape. Then he can bump P16. Also, he can try other moves like Q17, but usually this one. Here you jump N17. And now we have
Okay.
the standard pattern, which starts Q17 or the AlphaGo style, where white pushes and goes down and captures one stone. But the classic way, it's Q17. You pull back, make a bamboo. Then white pushes again, N14. He needs that, otherwise you will cut right away at P14. Black goes out,
Mm-hmm.
separate, And white can play r16 or go down q18. Let's say r16 in this case. And then black extends j16 or j17. So this is a really basic Joseki. But nobody plays it anymore since AlphaGo and AI stuff. But it's good to, have some knowledge about this old-fashioned stuff too. And you could also try q13.
Yeah.
Let me show you why. I mean, instead of p12. Let's say you play that pin, sir.
Two space
No,
high.
q13, the one space low,
Oh,
tight.
sorry.
And now, usually white attaches in the corner, q17. Then you have two options in general. Well, actually three. But in this case, either Hane q18 or two space jump m17. So, but let's see the letters. Yeah, you can play Hane q18.
Okay.
Then he pulls back q16, and you make a two space jump m17. Flexible shape. Now, if the ladder is good for white, yeah, he can play that one. Then you jump on the right side q10 or Keima p11. Let's say q10 to have a fast base. Now he goes o18.
Okay.
The ladder should be good because white has f5 in top left corner, so you connect p18. White goes up o17. Then Hane in the head of two stones. Cut. And Hane on the first line. The ladder I'm talking about is when black tries to kill. If you try, for example, m17, which works in case the ladder is not favorable for white. Undo this one just to see. If you go n17 here, white will go down. Yeah. White will not Atari right away. White will Sagari o19. And now when you try to capture him, because in the corner it's difficult to leave, so you go for the capture at n18 as black. Then white can cut n16. So he needs this ladder to be working. And when black goes out, Atari, and the ladder goes all the way to the top left corner where white has stones. Yeah. Like that.
Oh, yep.
You're on the right path. Yeah. So it's working. I hope I didn't misread this one. No, it's good.
It's definitely goes to white.
All right. So in that case, black has to Hane under at o19.
Aha.
In the past, they always play the Kosumi instead of move number 6 at o14, so white didn't depend on the ladder. Okay, now n16. Then black just Atari n18. No need to do n17 and then n18. White captures right away.
Right.
And then black extends j17. So you make a base on the right, a little base on the bottom. White has this kind of floating group, but okay, it's strong enough. It's hard to kill that one. And this is one of those Josekis when you play the tight pincer. Also, you can play a similar one where you jump right away to 5. You don't play the exchange 3, 4. Let's try that too. It's even simpler than this one in a way. I mean, there are not so many moves, but here the variation was pretty much forced. So yeah, so you play a two space jump, m17, and white will bump p16. You gotta go down p18 because if you pull back, it's over concentrated. White needs either r15 or kick q14. That's the key point in white's corner shape. Now black extends on the right, but this time you can extend high, p10. So it's not very flat with the stone in the top right corner. And white blocks q18 to keep the corner safe. Then black extends again to the left side, j17. So again, this is the kind of situation where black develops the bottom and the right side, while white simply settles the corner.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty, let's say, even. Some people would say that black, it's faster and you develop on both sides and it looks good. But in the end, white has nice moves here like attach L17 and crosscut, or white can try N18. So black will not beat so much on the bottom. Let's try N18, for example, to take away the base. And now you got a cover. And here you don't have to cut an Atari. You just play Hane P19. That variation works too, you know, when you want to fight a core or something. And black has to connect solid
right.
017. And then white connects under 019. And black seems to be running a little bit, either turn or
Right.
jump. So it may look, you know, really amazing for black, but in the end it's pretty much 50-50.
That makes sense.
All right, so then let's see what happened in that top right, where you failed the kill originally. So you play the classic way. Ah, this is so good for you. You should cut right away. Without this exchange as M18. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
cut
yeah.
immediately. It's the only
Gotcha.
move. There are other ways to enter the bottom after that. Maybe you can pincer case. Yeah, and here you can also play the snapback capture. Because even if he goes Atari
Right.
and he goes down, then you Hane from the other side or you cut, create some cutting points. It's not such a big mistake, but it's good to capture those stones. Because then you Hane and double Hane. That one you don't need, in fact, the push and the cut now. You should just
Okay.
leave it for now. But anyway, let's see what happened.
Gotcha.
Ah, he played Atari. Oh, now it's good. Now you can cut and go down on the left.
Right,
And then
yeah.
when he pushes again, you cut Atari and you take two more stones. Something like that happened anyway. Huh? Yeah,
Yes, later
this
on
hand
it
is
did.
good. Double hand is good. You can push again. Push some more.
Okay.
Because even if he plays Atari and he Hane, then you cut him. So he goes Atari once, I guess, 010, and he cuts. He Hane in the head of two stones. And you can cut.
Mm-hmm.
The cut prevents the ladders. So when he starts some ladder,
Right.
it's already broken. And then he needs to go back and fix the shape, M13. But it's still sneaky. You can cut him, N14, how he answers. This is like a good shape, but
Oh,
once you play here, he's a little bit in damage summary. So if he plays Atari M14, you Atari M12, and he can't connect, right? And if he plays the other
right.
Atari, it's still a pretty bad shape. You can go out once. So you can create more Raji in the middle like this. You just go out M14. And then if he blocks again, you have damage summary from M12. So
Mm-hmm.
remember this combo. Anyway,
Nice.
C4 is pretty big, and I think you can do it in center early. So let's
Okay.
check. You played O10, which is okay. Center, stop. Ah, you shouldn't Hane and Hane here. Because maybe you can try instead of the first Hane, M9, and do two more. You can try to enter somehow on this line, like J9 or K9, to break the middle. But you should cut him on the left first to see how he reacts. Because after C4, you activate those two stones in the middle. Yeah, I think he needs to block
Gotcha.
here, C7. But then you can still play not like that. That's ugly.
Oh, that's
C
D7.
C7. Just go. Black has to. White has to go. I don't think you
Oh,
can
right.
go Atari and
Gotcha.
so on because you just capture more. And now you connect C5, and that threatens a throw in and Atari. So now he needs another move.
Aha.
Maybe C6 to take away a liberty. But already you got the corner in center. And you can still use the edge of those two stones. Because
Aha.
then you jump in the middle, somewhere like J9. You gotta try to destroy this center uh, earlier.
Right.
No, white needs a move on the left. No, not that. White
Oh,
needs to protect
right.
D6. Because you have the snap back there. Or just Atari Atari.
Oh, right.
And now you
So
jump in the middle,
now
something
something.
like J9 or around there. You need a move
Okay.
that he can't really block or surround. And you're looking at those two stones to use them, the F7.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see the kill now. How it failed miserably. You could cut right away, actually. And here it's good to play one Atari then extend instead of connecting back at M8 earlier when you had that double
Gotcha.
hand. Because you play one Atari
Yeah.
K9, he makes an empty triangle, you connect or you extend, and he needs another move, and he doesn't have time to invade the top. But here you gotta separate. I guess you did. No, you didn't. You should have. And now you could play the peep
Oh,
instead
right
of
away. Yeah.
going under and then separate because he doesn't have space to make an eye around R6. Anyway, he was dying most of the time in this fight.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, when you connected those two stones was wrong. No,
Okay.
later. A bit later. And then you cut him in the top. Yeah, you don't even need to play that 07, I think.
Okay.
But a little later, you're still good. Killing all. Hane, cut, okay, connect. This was fine. Well, he can Atari one stone first and then turn. And then it's a problem. He never Atari that stone. Yeah, so here you could push and cut right away. You don't need to
Oh,
connect.
okay.
You can give him the two stones. So once you push here, he blocked, you could cut. And then it's fine.
Right.
And then when
Okay.
he captures the two stones, you Atari from the outside, he takes two stones and it's fine. And go ahead a little bit more.
So
No,
push like that. Yeah.
not those.
Okay.
In the top, the other stones. The actual game was good, but you should cut I4
Oh,
right
yeah.
away. But you went back and you protected N9. And if you connect those two stones, you should do N8. Because when you played N9, he could still throw in an Atari from the outside later on. Keep going with the actual game.
Yeah.
Was good. But once you push J5, you should cut immediately I4. This you don't need. If he cuts here, you go Atari from the right side. So he will cut always N8. And then you play this move. You mentioned that
Mhm.
if he takes two stones, it's only one eye. And that was correct. So you gotta let him have the two stones. And here
Gotcha.
you were a little bit slack. So first of all, you need, okay, the cut is good. Then he played this one. Hang on a second. Can we do Atari? Here you should play R10. Let him have that stone because it's only one eye. And if you play
Oh,
R10,
okay. I
you
see what
don't
you mean.
worry. When he goes P10, you can block. You don't let him cut, and then he doesn't have the throw in anymore. And he still needs to play a move on the right for the eye, because you can connect under S7, and then there is no eye at all. And you're fine here. You block, he turns, it's still one eye, and you capture one stone in the corner.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then the top died. This group is only one eye, and that's it.
Makes sense.
I think after that it's difficult to kill, no? When he start pushing and cutting, and you got into Dametsumari. But you could
I
break the
did.
center somehow for compensation. Let's
Yep.
see a few more moves from the actual game.
Sure.
You gotta be alert on this tag. Here, instead of taking one stone, you should push and cut and take all them. Or wait, why you need to take them actually? Because you're alive in the corner. And it's better to go down S4. Yeah, right now you should steal R10. And anyway, instead of taking one, in case he leaves, he will connect those three stones. So you better push N4 and take everything earlier, not just one. But you probably fear
Yeah.
for the top right corner, right? I guess.
A little
Okay.
bit. Yeah. I was just trying to remove
Yeah.
any kind of shenanigans.
To make it super safe, yeah. Yeah, but you lose points. If he leaves with the dragon, then it's slow. You take one, then you push again, you take three, when you can take everything in one move.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And how was in the end? How he trick you? He pushed first, P10. Yeah, okay, you have to answer. So he cut here. Let's see if you can do better. Wait,
Better than letting him cut, or
no. You gotta let him cut because he will push.
yeah,
Yeah, and you have to Nobi also. Or Atari. Actually, you could play Atari.
like this
Yeah.
Atari.
You can do that, but he still throws in, right? Because when it's Atari, and you gotta give him that. And then first you capture. No. Don't take the stone. Just
Right, exactly.
capture H5. And now, if he takes those guys, you capture two stones in the middle, so you enter the Moyo. Maybe he will capture them with a snapback,
Right.
but still. You see what I mean? He lived on the right, but you
Uh,
compensate more in the center. Because in the actual
mhm.
game, you didn't really enter around J7, and later was too late.
Right.
But
Yep.
okay, he shouldn't leave at all. Once you push and cut in the top, or you play the double up at R10, it's done. So White was lucky first, and then you were lucky last.
Later.
And it's
Yep.
good enough. Super nice. But go to the end of the game where you had that variation. It's unbelievable how easy it was for him to make the second eye. Yeah, around here. And don't play moves like S13. Mary Menashe, you know, one eye versus no eye. It's
Right,
obvious
yeah.
that when he plays S11, he puts himself in Atari. Even this one, you don't need R13 right now. The push was okay. He connected, and then you don't have to do anything. Only when he plays S9, you push again. You can play away. You can say pass or thank you for the game. No, capture.
Right, right.
But okay, it was yeah. Now you're fine. You're sent already. Extremely lucky to play Q5. Go back
Yeah,
a
I was
few
really
moves.
surprised.
You were losing by
Really
what?
surprised
5 points
opponent.
after all this.
Yeah, I was losing by
Ah,
5 points.
yeah. But wait a second. So this happened. He pushed. Yeah, you have to take. Funny. You have to take away the eye. Q5. Yeah, and it's all forced. He
Mm-hmm.
had nothing to do. No way to come back. Yeah, this is forced. Well, he can try a little call. Ah, yeah. He can try, instead of this move, he could play Atari under at S11. Because now you either take the call or you turn. First you take the call. You must. Then as a call threat he plays
Mm-hmm.
P15. This is a pretty interesting call fight. No, P15, throw in.
And
It's better to
oh, I'm
throw in
sorry,
because then
sorry.
this Atari is the next local threat. So
Gotcha.
you
Yeah.
take, then he captures the call, you got a turn. It's the only move locally. He plays Atari on those 3 stones. And then he goes Atari, yeah, connect.
So
And then Atari
connect.
R13. Then you take the call. And now he needs a really big call threat. Does he have any? I think he has one. He has this Atari 09.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you capture the stone. But then you also have call threats in the middle. Okay, he takes the call. So let's see if you can save the game this way. Ah, you have. You have this call
Oh,
threat at C9. It's better than just pushing. Because you have another one.
wait.
K2.
C number. Oh, yeah. This one? Yeah.
Ah, yeah. He takes. Ah, K2. So maybe we had to capture the top. No, K2, it's maybe not so dangerous. I don't think K2 it's a quadrat. Okay. And then, yeah, if he plays K2, you ignore. Because when he captures one stone, you capture 3. When he goes out, you capture the group. No, this is not a threat. This
Right.
is a
Okay.
cake surface hallucination. But you have many quadrants now. You have M14, you got L10, and throw in again at D9. So if you just get something on the core and he lives on the right and you damage the middle, it's good enough. So yeah, but at least he had a core
Interesting.
instead of dying unconditionally.
Truth.
Good. So you guys learn some tactical stuff from this game.
Yeah.
Let's play a Psy stuff. When you become one down here,
Sure.
we can play a game against each other on 3 or 4 or 5 handicap. As many as you need to win.
Okay.
You choose.
Well, I don't think I've ever won against you at any handicaps, though.
Yeah, but we play very few games, 5, 6 handicap in
That.
the past. Now maybe
Yep.
with 5, 6 you have a chance. But I don't know. I don't want to ruin your moral before the tournament.
Oh no, it's fine.
Only after you become a one down player. Yeah, if you go for 9 handicap, probably that should do it. So this one, this account needs 7 wins for one down promotion. And you
Mm-hmm.
start winning recently. That's good.
Let's ask for a free game. Okay, we have a game.
Let's see. Are you black again?
Nope, I'm white this time.
Okay, let's put the chords here. Okie dokes. So when you're white, you always play Hoshi Hoshi. Recently, I played
Uh,
some San San, no matter if I'm white or black, or at least one
I
San San.
tend to play
Ah.
Hoshi, yeah.
Mm,
It's more flexible as white.
it's easier. Hoshis, they don't have to complicate Josekis. So here, he tried some kind of mini Chinese, but his P16 it's in the wrong place.
Yep.
Oh wait. Now, if you just block the corner, he will go H16. That's an ideal shape. So you better don't answer
Mm-hmm.
this move. And you have to think what
Yes.
happens if he ignores your moves. I mean, you approach that
I was gonna approach the upper right
low approach.
at P5. Low approach.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you should do the low approach. That's the trend. Okay, wait. You're center. After each move, you can, look all over the board. You can consider keeping center for a while. I don't know. It's strange this formation on the bottom. I would do something about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at N17 or maybe N8, N16
Maybe
even.
just Sun directly here.
Okay.
And 17, it's more like handicap style when you give handicap and you try desperately to, okay, then push. This looks like a Joseki where he's supposed to have a pincer, but he doesn't. So, what you can do, if you play Han and connect, it's not so good because your Q14 will suffer. So you better push again,
Mm-hmm.
017, and try to take center. If you Han under and you leave it, and then you just extend on the right side, some loose extension to connect both stones, like the handicap point or Q9, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Oh, he played that. Interesting. How to punish this?
Can I Hane at N16?
And
Ugh.
then the other Hane on the second line, then he blocks. The problem is, normally you can, but after you Hane R16 and he blocks and you cut, he will Atari go down, then you do the squeeze and everything. He will kill the corner, and then you have to extend. So you better play N17. If he blocks you Hane, play one Atari, then you extend. Because it's difficult for him to use the wall. And you already live in the corner. It's good to Hane once on the second line. And cut.
Okay.
Gives him a bad shape. He doesn't care. Wow. Impressive. But now you punish. I mean,
Oh.
separate L17 and go up.
Okay.
That's one way. Already, what happened in this corner is not just Seki. Maybe he blocks you take and he blocks you. Oh, okay, he doesn't know that. He thinks he can cut and do something. He just hurt his K17. Alright, so that stone in the top right corner still has some RG. What's your first instinct, by the way? Is it
Well,
what I'm
my
thinking?
first instinct is to just dive into
Yeah, good,
Q10, but I've
good.
been trying
Try
to
it.
play. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because his extension seems, yeah. Oh, okay. Now we gotta find some ways to use those stones in order to damage his Moyo. You don't have to lose this Q10, because if you make it leave, later you can go down R14 and you connect under R12 or connect under R16. So yeah, you gotta go out. If you Hane, you have only one move here, but not
It's
the
just the
empty.
attach,
Yeah,
right?
the attach. Good. And if you Nobi, you can cover that stone. If you Hane from that side, you make a tiger mouth shape and then you cut him. Oh, okay. So your stones start to connect. Then you're a Go player, an established done player.
Oh, now it's just Hane on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
outside,
right.
Q7.
Because when he
Yeah.
pushes, you cut, go down, kill him. And there is still a lot of RG here with 011, and we'll see. So let's check the situation. White already 36 points ahead. Good Fuseki.
Okay.
How is this tournament? You're going to play even games?
They're
Ah,
handicap. It's a handicap tournament again. So I'll be playing different people of different
and you
strengths.
will give and take, or mostly give?
That's correct. Yep.
I think it's better to capture from R8. If you connect solid, he will push, then Atari, then it go down, and he has more forcing moves. And you don't want him to get some forcing moves around R11 because we want to use that Q14 later in the game. Now wait,
Okay.
several options here. I know the reflex is to
Hmm.
go C6 or D6, but you can think of some other moves too.
Uh, the low pincer would be okay for me
Yeah,
because it might end up in a wall.
good.
Yeah. And it breaks up
Yeah,
black's
the
potential.
the top Moyo. He will put some pressure
Oh,
there, and
so
you gotta defend the corner. Yeah.
yep.
Oh wait. That's interesting. He shouldn't slide. Most of the time, just put pressure. So this one, you can block. But you can also ignore if you want and extend in the top. And when he takes the corner, you extend to the middle. Oh, okay, interesting move. This one we ignore completely.
Yeah, that's not Sente at all.
Yeah, he can push.
I'm looking at K3.
Okay, yeah, K3 is good. So black's ball doesn't really work anymore. Block this.
Yep.
He's still under pressure. Hair gone. Can you push first? I mean E4. Because if he cuts and he takes a corner, the cornerstone you push through. If you don't,
yeah, that's actually good for me.
And then you can protect the corner. And then you push and connect solid C4 or even hanging connection works, but it's fine. Like this is better, less edge. Like it's an IGSer. Playing weird slack moves. Oh, okay. So this one, it's not too bad, but it doesn't really do much. First things first, you should push in the top and peep. Take away his eyes.
So you're
I mean
saying
E3 and then
that one, yeah.
G2. Okay. Then you gotta jump out once. H5. Hey Atsumi. Good evening. He can make eyes easily if he plays the attach and double honey. So now he will jump. Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Here you go down because you need more eye space in that area. So far he has like half an eye. And he wants to die just like that. Wait, can we kill in one move? I'm looking at a very severe move, but we need to read it out. I mean F6. And then if you hane, you nobi. If he cuts, you cut, Atari connect, he turns, you turn. And then it's a bit dangerous though. But let's see. So the nose Tsuji might be the kill here. Puff, puff. But it is a little bit dangerous because when he surrounds the group on the left. But wait, he doesn't have so many liberties, huh? No, it's risky. It's too risky. So we take it slowly. Just go between the groups with Kosumi D7.
Okay.
We can look after the game if F6 would have worked.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I thought it was too close.
Too direct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was looking at the cap.
Yeah.
And etc.
Yeah, the cap is also an option.
Or like a knight's move like G7.
Yeah, but then when you play G7, he will attach you hane, he nobi to the left, so he connects his groups and you're still surrounded. The point is to keep him separated. And this is like the easiest way. Interesting move. So he wants to die in the end. Actually, what he's trying, when you cut, he cuts. Then you play the nobi or atari or something. And then you nobi again. But once you cut, he's in a bad shape with the empty triangle. But then he has some kind of driving to Suji. And then he dies, I guess. Cut him. G6.
Oh, okay. I was looking at G5 and then cut. But
if G5 and cut, it's a bit different because he will I5, then you lose liberties. If you block, he throws in Atari and he captures the top stone. Once you play the hane right away and he cuts, he's in an empty triangle. Maybe he doesn't even cut. Oh, he does. Okay, now here. You should start from H7, and when he goes out, you push I5. I don't think he will give you Ponuki, but if he does, it's good. Yeah, interesting. It's a way to say bad. Diplomatic style of saying that was terrible. But not always, not always.
Not always, no.
Sometimes it's just pretty good crap going on. Never know, never. But this guy, you see, you force him play the bad moves. Oh, okay, and now you kill him. Wait, several ways here. Push, Atari, connect, Nobi. If you take Ponoki, not so easy. He will push, then you Hane, then you block, then Atari, then connect. Oh, actually it works, huh? To play Ponoki. But I have the feeling we need f6 here.
Yeah, I was about to play it.
Okay, okay.
I was like, f6 looks right to me.
But he will try h4. Well, it's good to know how to read some moves ahead. Ah, this is good for you. Push through. So when he cuts, you should take the Ponoki. Ah, he didn't cut. Then you push from the top, I5. And now you have Miai. When he cuts Atari, you take one. Yeah, this is easy. I tried all kind of sophisticated ways to see how we kill this guy, and actually it was much simpler than expected. Good. J. Kwong learned how to read. Or JK.
JK Wong, yeah.
I thought JK is together in that name. And JK stands for joking. So
Yes,
he's a
or just
joker.
kidding.
Joker Wong. Or kidding, yeah. You know better. So this guy has to start a new game on IGS. IGS is still 5Q for you?
Well, it was 4Q, and then I dropped down to 5Q
Uh-huh.
again. Yeah.
Interesting how strong they are in the 4-5Q area on IGS.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
We'll see. Next time we have to check some games there.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if I just have a psychological barrier about it now too, like I'm scared of them or something.
Possibly. But Taijim and Fox, they are pretty similar, I guess. Both the style and
Yeah,
the
I
ranking, you know?
I have a little bit easier time on
Uh-huh.
Taijim. It's like I just understand what they want. It's kind of weird.
Well, I have a new student who's 2 down on Taijim and I think 3 down on Fox. But
Oh,
his
nice.
real life rank, it's something like 3 or 4Q. And he went to play a
Mhm.
tournament this weekend to become a Shodan. And he lost in the third round, I think. He lost against the 6Q. That was quite a shock. But he was winning big. He just lost a large group. I mean, it's strange when it happens. Because playing as a 2 down on Taijim, you're not supposed to lose to any 6Q. When I became a down player, I don't remember losing to Qs anymore. But it took a while. It was really tough to become a Dan. Okay, so he gave the top left corner, but now he wants to kill the rest of the board. So just play simple moves. What's the first instinct here?
Drop at C16 and then jump at
No, if you play
F14.
c16,
No.
he will
Okay.
attack c12. First you need c12, because when you play c12, you're making like half of a base, but you're also taking away his.
Okay.
Those 3 stones are in trouble, so you're not running alone.
Right. Okay.
And when he pushes here, you don't have to pull back or save that stone. You gotta play flexible moves like jump, f13, for example.
Okay.
And then from here, you can attach f16 or you can attack his left group. But in a couple of moves, you have a very light shape. Yeah, so here what he wants, it's e13, right? And if you play e12, he will now be up. So it's more interesting to play f16, try to fix the shape, not touching or hurting the other stones on the left, because you want to attack those stones, and it would be interesting to come on top with g12 Kosumi. So when you play
Okay.
here, if he plays the Hane, because now he's desperate, you push once, e17. If he plays Nobi, it's already a good exchange. If he just goes g17, so you push him down a bit. This is a way to try some light moves. But that's how
Gotcha.
you make Sabaki. And then g12 Kosumi would be nice to get ahead, not to push from behind. If you play e12, he goes Nobi or
Mhm.
he jumps, and then you will leave in the end. Oh, okay, interesting idea. Will this die? Ah, that's some fighting spirit. So, oh, you can connect. Let's see which way. You can connect d15, then Hane from the
Oh,
outside,
that one.
e14, and then Keima, g11. Maybe it looks a little bit ugly, but effective. Because he ends up over concentrate on the bottom anyway. If he goes up, you connect, e16. That's good. Maybe we kill the corner after this. Or wait. I'm rushing. Fuck. No. Connect, e16. And then Hane,
Okay.
g17. Yeah, let him blink on neutral points. Can he cut? Ah, he cannot. Connect with Kosumi, g15. So you're out in a nice way. And then you can Nobi, f12.
Yep. Oh, yeah, might as well do it now.
Hanayol is killing himself a lot, I noticed. I like killing actually, but it's not like the main purpose, And now just one space jump, h12, make a good shape.
Oh,
You can
okay.
build it up, patiently, not just start the killing desperately. Okay, so here we still go Kosumi, or it works to go Kima. We gotta read some letters. Or you know what? First things first, play a Nobi like L15. He could always Hane here instead. And then you look for a nice bottom side. You want to activate that stone on the right or the cut at O11. Ah, okay. How annoying is this? It is a little bit. But the connection is so ugly, so you better play H16. Because if you connect, it's just an empty triangle.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy some of my instincts are right. I was like, I think I should age 16 here.
Yeah, and now we need a quadrat. So let's see. Because he'll cut otherwise. Attach on the left side, B10. Because if he cuts that stone, then you go Atari, Atari. So the idea is to refuse connecting on neutral points like F15. R14.
Okay.
R14, it's a nice move. We talked about, oh, he wants the ko anyway. Okay, take it first. Again, he cut with an empty triangle. R14, we talk about that. It's a pretty good move. Oh, wait, here, he wants to cut. So you need to protect K18 because it creates some follow-up. And now, well, even if you get cut in the center, it's not such a big deal because we can continue that B10. But how? Nobi or bomb or which? I think Nobi, just B9. Yeah, we were thinking about this R14 earlier when we had a fight on the right side to connect up or down. But maybe now after the Nobi at L15, we can do better than that. Like Kosumi P13 and then kill the wall. Take the ko again. Well, he can double Atari. We let him. Ah, okay. This Atari is still annoying. Maybe it was a greedy defense, this K18. But at least, you gotta connect. It creates the follow-up at J17. So now, hang on. We don't want to lose the left side. Ah, you need to wait. If you push, he plays that one. Atari connect, Atari take. Oh, I see. Huh. But we gotta push. Just go under. B8. You gotta
Okay.
stay alive there and then kill his middle group. But if he plays double Atari, you can take back the ko.
Mm-hmm.
So on the right side, I don't know yet what's the best way to activate the Q14. We need to read that too. A lot of reading this game. My head hurts.
Right.
P12. P12, he will go P13. And then you connect under, he captures Ponuki. No, we want to kill those 016 stones somehow. So it's more interesting to play P13, don't give him a Ponuki, and if he plays Kosumi, 012, just Keima N14. And then it looks like he dies faster. And if he tries other moves, then we go P12 and cut. Or cut right away, 011. And keep that R14 just as a backup. The jump doesn't work so well, 014 I think. He can use the attach at R14. But here, what does he do? I mean, okay. Oh, he wants to kill something. Wait a second. How about you just connect H15? But in fact, no, take the call first. Because after you take the call, you have Atari I17.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see why. Like that. So if you do the hanging connection, he will push. Yeah, play just F8. I see what he's trying. But what he doesn't know, he's killing himself in the center with every move he plays there. I think he wants to... Oh, okay, he takes back the code. That's good. Just connect against the double Atari. H15.
Okay.
So he will push again. Ah, no, he doesn't. Now we need to go out Kosumi I11.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the jump at J12, but I11 is definitely stronger.
And Hane. We're not completely alive, so... I mean, you still have the code G17, but you better go out in a safe way. And you have to pay attention when he goes C7. I think we need to connect and let him turn and stay alive. But, hang on. Oh, you have a good move here. First you need Keima, K13. That's a good shape.
Oh, okay.
In case he cuts in the middle, we have some Tetsuji, some
Right.
drag. K13, it's a shoulder hit.
Right.
So when he
Okay.
cuts J11, you can go Atari K11 and push. Oh, okay, this one you need to block. That's actually good. Oh, okay, some danger now. So, wow. If we cut, he cuts, and that's a problem. So you need to play D6 and let him turn. Going down once, I don't know if it's important or not. Probably we need. He has a very annoying sequence starting B13 actually. So we gotta go back to the call.
Interesting.
This guy's good. Or you just play B13 and you're alive. Yeah, you should do that.
Okay.
Either B13 or B... Oh, B15 we cannot. Yeah, B13
Okay.
first.
Yeah, I was looking at B15.
Okay. It's dangerous because he would play this one and
Yeah.
then he goes C15 and then you don't want to give him the tail. Okay, so he's out. All he wanted was to survive. But let's see how are we doing with the liberties when he cuts and turns and so on. You can still kill the top group, but then we need to play inside many times. You know what? Play one Atari E9. I want to see how he reacts to that. Because if he doesn't answer properly, we push F11 and cut the left. So he needs to go F11 here, or bamboo. But that helps a little bit for the I shape. Anyway, if you need to live in the top left corner, you have B6. Sorry. Okay, that's good. Atari push. You gotta play I7 first. Separator.
I see.
And once again. And then we have Kosumitsuke here. G. Oh, okay. Wow, what does this do? Hang on. Atari, Atari, then Atari, then more Atari. Huh. I know the feeling is to cut, but does it work?
I was gonna Hane at K8.
Ah, yeah, that's good style. But he will connect, right? Solid. And you wanna?
Yeah, but then we surround
It's
the...
not so easy because he has Atari
Not too
cut,
easy.
and then the other. You gotta play first G9, the Kosumi, because
Okay.
it connects your uh, G7 RG was a problem there. And then if he goes H11, you go on Atari. That's a very nice co-fight here, but also dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, now it works to cut like that. But the thing is, you cut, he cuts, he no B. Oh, you surround here. Yeah, that's good. K9.
Yeah.
Then he goes Atari, Atari.
Okay.
Then we are back to the ko on the bottom. But now this is pretty much all in to kill the entire left side. That's your kill.
Just how we like it.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, okay, that's not so great for him. You connect, when he cuts you leather. This was wrong. Ah, he wants a squeeze. Oh, okay, I see. But then we have also the ko. Ah, you have to play inside many times to kill the top left. But that's okay. It's fine, it's fine. I thought he would play the other Atari, J11, then another Atari I12, then some connection, then you come back to the code G17, and at least if he escapes, he captures some stones in the middle. But then he loses the wall on the right, the wall in the middle, the top. Not a great scenario, but still, he could try.
Oh, Darth Mucus wants to know where I've been. My schedule changed, Darth Mucus, so I stream in the
Uh-huh.
evenings my time on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Sunday mornings. So
4 times a week? What a machine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of wrecking me actually with working full time.
I've
Oof,
been also 4 times live last week on
that's
on
just
my
the
channel.
ladder, right?
If we count this session, it's already 5 appearances on Twitch. Next week I will be live at least 3 times. I don't know if the Koreans want a rematch or something. Okay, answer. Atari Connect. Then let's think a little bit. But this is actually good because when you capture, you gotta capture.
I
Yeah.
just have to.
But when you
Yeah.
capture, you have this call at F10 and so on, but you don't have to start it right now. The thing is, okay, you connected and now it can become messy because he jumps on the second line. So then we gotta take away liberties there. Phew, you have enough? This was risky. I wouldn't connect the three stones. I would just go
Oops.
down b6 and then, okay. You can go down now, b6. He messed
Yep.
up. Then you leave and it's done. Okay, no more
Mm-hmm.
semi. But wait, how we leave? Don't rush. It's a good sumego.
This is gotta
Several
be
ways.
A4, right?
Can be also a6, but let's see, a4. If you push, is nothing happens. Yeah, a4. It's more proper. Huh? Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to
Uh-huh.
fail at
Yeah,
Tsumeka.
yeah. I should look for a fellow streamer so we can play two against two. Two Europeans against two Koreans. Just block, you're fine.
Yeah.
Because you have the L formation that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't decide anything about that with the Korean guys. They are very impressive. They stream starting midnight in Korea till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So much energy.
Wow, it's crazy.
And I noticed that Hana moved from 5 down to 7 down recently, which is also good. Playing at night. Maybe the opponents when you play at night they are sleepy, so that's how they win. They count on that.
Maybe.
They keep drinking Red Bulls non-stop.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm one down on
On
Gaijin
Taijin.
because they were all tired and drunk.
Right. You gotta play weekends and you gotta play late night. for them. Before, before where? Ah, yeah, before it's alive too. Yeah, there were several ways to leave. Also blocking a6 is live because you make 16 square, and even if he plays in the middle like b5, you attach. There were three ways to leave, and actually a6 is probably the best. The way you play it is the proper way, Honte. But a6, in case he lives in the middle, then you make more points. But he doesn't live in the middle
Gotcha.
actually, so you make more the same points anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Big dragon died again, so the score is pretty much enough, 129 to 0.
Yeah, it's not 200 points, but
We
what can
have
you
to
do?
kill the down players 200, or the first keeper has by 200 too. We try. Well,
Yeah, every rank we go up, it's always 200 points. It's
up to 7 down. Actually, it's
yeah,
easier to
yeah,
beat
yeah.
some down players who are super aggressive by a lot of points than some 7Q players. Because if I try, for example, a 100 points Komi, reverse Komi against a 7Q, one of my students,
Mm-hmm.
he played super solid, like uh, a rock everywhere. So there is nothing to kill, and
Right,
then I might win maybe like 70 points by 100. It's hard to beat. The go board is
right,
not as large as it seems sometimes.
for sure.
But this guy should resign. He died a lot already. He-
He might be timing out.
Your tournament is November, no?
Yeah, November 9th is my tournament. Sorry, I missed your question earlier, JK Wong. November 9th in Chicago. So if you guys want to meet up, down below in the description, in the About Me, there's two meetup opportunities. I'm also teaching Go at UMaCon, which is in Detroit. That's October 31st through November 3rd. I'll be there all
And
the
this tournament
days.
is just
So
two
if you,
days, Saturday, Sunday.
no, it's just Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So
Four
it's,
rounds or what?
uh,
Oh.
yeah, 4 to 6 rounds is usually what I get in.
I also play a tournament on the 6th to 10th of November. It's the national championship. We play 7 rounds, 8 people. Oh, okay. So
And
he's
you finished third in the last tournament. Is that what I
no, it
saw?
was fifth, I think, in Dublin. Yeah.
Fifth. Oh, my
Well,
mistake.
it was third if you think that there were two prizes for the first. I think they shared the first place and the second place, something like that. But it was fifth overall. It was quite terrible actually. I three. But okay, I've
Yeah,
seen.
it's just
I went over
plenty.
the games, and so block here you need. And wait a second. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Huh. This can get tricky, huh? Where to block? I feel like Kosumi
Oof.
L4 to kill the other stones in the center. Because if he connects under, when you block, he's in trouble.
Right. Okay.
Not so much Guinness, actually. I drank only 3 or 4 in all the weekend. But they have other good beers there, like Smithwick's. That's one, the one I like, or Shakespeare Ale. But I wasn't really drinking much. I had 2 flights, long trip. Anyway, cheap excuses like this. They play better. But this tournament in November after the Silk Road is the national championship, and it's gonna be pretty intense. We play 2 games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and one game on Sunday. Long tournament. And last year I managed to win it 7-0, and it's important for getting the seat in the World Championship. I mean, the winner of
Hmm.
this national competition will be the representative for the World Championship. So this guy dies,
Nice.
huh?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't.
Throw in once. I mean,
That throwing?
that one, yeah. And then the other one if you like to. But you can try to win the semi in center. Can we play some other sneaky moves?
It's difficult.
I think you have. Well, you can play another throw in and then take away liberty, then go down. It's safer like that.
Yep.
And it's actually good to play J3. See you tomorrow, Atsumi. We gotta beat them 4 Qs, right? Yeah. Cheers. Have a good night or evening or both. Yeah, the usual time. 4:30 should be good. Ah, nice.
What do I have to do? I don't have to do anything,
Well,
right? Or dropping is
it's
fine.
good to block once, or yeah, or that one. Because if he pushes you block, then he's quite short actually. Yeah, that one prevents the call.
Hmm.
Ah, look at that. Just take from b3 to keep the ice. Yeah, black is trying desperately to find some move that you fall asleep and I don't know.
Yes.
This kind of style of comeback. Okay, take. Wait, I was wondering if you don't do anything. So if he takes and you go down, it's going to be a coin steps. Ah, wait, if he takes, you play Atari. When he connects your take, he will throw in. Ah, okay, but
It's better just to
yeah,
take.
take. I'm just challenging myself not to answer. But the thing is, in the middle, you can try some moves threatening to cut the top and then kill that L formation, the K6 group, somehow. But that's going to be difficult too, because you need to start from the slide. R3, take away his base. Or we can. Ah, too late. We can't do anything anymore. Was looking at the cut at 011 too. That would be nice. No, to kill the top. Because earlier, P13 feels appealing. Actually, still good.
Yeah,
That one or the cut.
for sure.
Nice. Okay, that's how you become a dumb player. Keep on killing them. But patient,
Yep.
patient. Build it up. Don't jump in and die.
Yeah, I have to think more about the prep moves and also about
Yeah,
Sente.
yeah. And shapes
That's where my weaknesses really are.
to,
Yeah,
to make them effective. Next weekend, I think I'm
for
around.
sure.
So we can meet again. And
Sounds good.
probably the weekend after too. Let me check. Yeah, I'll let you know. All right. Have
Fair
have a
enough.
good session if you play some more.
Yep, thanks for the
You
lesson.
too. See you soon. Bye bye.
See ya. All right, and as I like to remind everyone, be sure to support Cornell on his channel. That's twitch.tv/CornelGo. If you are interested in lessons, the lessons are extraordinarily reasonable and valuable, in my opinion. You can find him on IGS or KGS as Cornell and OGS as Cornell11. Be sure to connect with him somehow. Of course, you can whisper to him on Twitch too as Cornel Go, and you can find him around the web and in various discords and all that stuff. We got to support the local content creators and teachers and all that stuff. It's pretty great.